What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another day, and welcome to another journey with your boy. Check it up. And for those of you guys that are new to the channel, my name is Charles Wilson. I'm a full-time employee, part-time entrepreneur, and YouTube vlogger. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button with the notification bell, because I want to take you guys on my journey to become a full-time entrepreneur. Remember, we're changing from daily vlogs to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 9 p.m. So I got a good one for you guys today, and I'm pretty excited about this video. And contrary to popular belief, I am actually a pretty positive person. So I want to give you guys some exercises that I do to stay positive and increase that positive mindset. So my first exercise is going to be stay around positive people. And you guys hear this a lot. You guys get a lot of the tendencies and your mindset. There's a lot of things that influence you just based on the people you hang with. So I'm not saying, push everybody to the side, but make sure you guys hang with people that not just agree with what you're saying, but have the same mindset, have that positivity, and are looking to push you rather than always bring you down. Now, it's okay for people to kind of challenge your thought, but at the same time, you want people that are going to be able to motivate you, and that you're going to be able to motivate them. Again, you got to create a group, create a network, kind of like how I'm doing. Again, I'm sharing these videos to help you guys out. I want to build the people around me, which also helps elevate me, because you guys could help me by providing me with your experiences as well. You guys have heard me say this in several videos I've done in the past. So it's all about making sure you guys have the right people around you and have that same mindset. So another exercise is changing your language, and not, your English language to another language, but like changing the way you guys talk. You guys have heard me say this in the past. For example, oh, I can't afford that, which I hear a lot. And I used to say that, but now I change it to, how can I afford that? Or what do I need to do to afford that? Me saying I can't afford that, it doesn't really help. It doesn't give me any options on how I could get that specific thing. But I could say, hey, how can I afford that? Again, that's changing the language a little bit to be a little bit more positive. And I actually have a website here. It's called Happify Daily, and they actually have a few phrases that are negative that you could turn to positive, and I'll give you guys some of those right now. Now, a few of these actually I don't use, but I definitely want to exercise and use these to be more positive. So let me read a few of these for you guys. For those that say I'm exhausted, they're saying change that to I need rest, or I need to rest. And they're saying by flipping this phrase to include a solution leaves both the speaker and the listener with a better taste in their mouths. Another one that I use a lot is no problem, and I need to change that. So I also use definitely a lot too. So if you guys text me or send me anything with like email, I always use definitely, but I also use no problem. So maybe using definitely a lot more than no problem is always a good one. I'm trying to look for the most common ones. So constructive criticism, you could change that to feedback, because it's more feedback again, because criticism is that negative word, or at least it has a negative connotation to it. So for those of you guys that are at work, they have another one that says, I forgot. So that's the negative phrase. And you could change that to, I'll make sure I set a reminder, basically. Instead of saying that you forgot, just say, hey, I'll make sure I set a reminder next time. Because again, you're coming up with a solution. You're trying to find out that solution. And for those of you guys that have kids or dogs or whatever, so if somebody's throwing a ball in the house for your pet, or you have kids throwing the ball in the house with each other, instead of saying don't throw the ball inside, you could say please take the ball outside. This is one of those things where a simple change in how you speak could make a complete difference with your positivity and your outlook. So don't be negative, don't be a pessimist, be an optimist. All right, number 3. So this one's actually a big one for me, and all of these things in the list I'm providing you guys are things that I do currently based on when I was trying to research what are some good exercises. I was pretty surprised with, I do a lot of these already. Now with some of these phrases that I went over in number 2, some of those phrases I don't use, but I do plan on implementing them. But I do have certain things that I try to make sure I remain positive when I'm thinking about, or certain phrases that I use to remain positive. So number 3 is exercising and going outside. I'm pretty big on natural light. Having natural light kind of just brings my energy up. It brings my mindset up, my positivity levels. When you're stuck in the office, not stuck, so there you go, negative. So when you're working in the office, it's always good to take that break to go outside, get that natural light. but at the same time, exercising is good for me as well. It helps me clear my brain. Even though I don't really stress much, exercising is something that keeps me from stressing, because I'm able to, release all that energy at the gym, whether it's, running outside to get that, to do a 2-in-1 with an exercise and get that natural light, or just, pumping out on the bench press or squat rack or whatever. So yeah, exercise and natural light is a big one for me. 4, change your negative thoughts into positive ones. And I find myself in this one quite a bit. Everybody has their negative thoughts, and it's hard to kind of block those out. But the best thing you could do when you have negative thoughts is to fight through them and think about, a positive thought, like the finished product. So when I'm starting a project and, things aren't going well, I do have like a lot of negative thoughts and say, hey, well, maybe I'm not going to finish this, or what if I don't finish this on time? No, the thought is, this needs to be done so I can finish this on time. And then when I finish it on time, it's going to be great. Just how I envisioned, or just, again, there's different ways of thinking, and we do understand that negative thoughts do come up while you guys are working. But for me, I try to turn those into motivation by thinking of positive thoughts. Again, I'm one person that likes when people are telling me, you can't do this, which is a negative thought. In my head, I can say, oh, I can't do this. And I've done that plenty of times when I was running. In the middle of the run, I would say, oh, I can't finish. At the same time, in my head, I'm saying I'm gonna finish, and when I do finish, it feels great. And I'm thinking about that moment of when I'm going to finish. Kind of just had to block out the negative energy. And again, there's different ways to do it, but for me, the negative thoughts do motivate me, because I try to change up my thought process as far as just thinking positively. What's the end result? How am I going to feel what am I going to do when I finish? And that kind of ties into number 5, which is to set goals. So you guys set goals. We've talked about this previously. Set your short-term goals, where it's daily, weekly, monthly, into your long-term plan. So you guys are able to see, okay, hey, if I say I'm gonna make $1 million, if you are not tracking your goal, you're gonna have and you're starting to get closer to your deadline of when you want to make $1 million, and you're not close. You're gonna have those negative thoughts. It's gonna be negative. But if you're working on it, like, oh, I need to save this amount a day. So every day you complete that, then you finish your weekly goal, you start feeling good, you start getting that positive energy that's going to help propel you to finish your final goal. So always remember to set goals, and I've talked about this on previous videos, so hopefully you guys caught that in previous videos, and you guys are setting goals, again, daily, weekly, monthly. I personally have an organizer. I just bought a new one not too long ago, but I have an organizer where I keep my goals on a daily basis, just to make sure I'm hitting those. So whatever works for you guys as far as setting goals, make sure you guys take advantage of that and set your goals, because that's the only way you're going to see progress. And when you see progress, again, that propels you to move forward. That keeps that positive reinforcement in your head that you could finish. And then lastly, number 6, and some of you guys might even think about this, but it is very important as well, just as important as all the other ones. Make sure your home is a positive place. And this is important because we do understand that a lot of people spend time outside of their home, and you could get into a negative mindset, or not into the most positive mindset. So say if you go to work, you had a bad day, you're gonna have a worse day if your home's not a positive place. You want your home to always keep you positive. So always remember, you guys, for me, it's my office. Every time I'm in my office, I feel productive. Even if I'm just sitting in my chair, I feel productive. When I'm at home, I feel like I'm basically at home. I don't have to worry about anything, but at the same time, I still have to get work done. You guys want to be able to have that safe place. You just get into a fender bender, or you didn't have, a great game for sports, intramural sports or whatever, work, whatever the reason is. When you go home, you want to be able to let that go and get into that positive mindset. So make sure you guys, keep your home as a positive place. Keep it clean. If you guys like a clean house, make sure you guys keep it clean. So when you get home, it keeps you in that positive mindset, keeps you happy. That's something I need to work on, because I know my wife likes it clean, and I need to keep it clean for her. So if I missed anything, you guys, please leave it in the comment section. If you guys liked what you heard, again, leave some information or feedback in the comment section. Definitely would like to hear what you guys have to say. What your best practices are, or what your guys' exercises are to keep a positive mindset. Again, it's all about sharing experiences with each other to help each other elevate to higher levels. And if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Make sure it's blue so I get, the credit for the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so you get the notification when your boy be putting up new videos. But you know it's on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. So I already know you guys are going to be there. Anyways, as always, action turns knowledge into power, and I'll see you guys next video.
Silky beat.